All right, everybody. Welcome back to Exterior Clean University. And we have a special guest, Pierce from Squeege Gorillas. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. So yeah, if you could tell us kind of where you located and, a little bit of background about your company, if you don't mind.
So I'm in southern Utah, St. George. I started about 7 months ago, was knocking doors for a while, and then got everything legit about 3 months ago. That's when we started getting all the paperwork filled out and all the licensing and insurance.
Okay. And what services does your company offer?
So as of right now, it's window cleaning, screen cleaning, solar panels, more stuff soon, but I'm just mastering, you know, window cleaning right now and figuring all that stuff out. But I've been looking into pressure washing and different stuff.
Oh, for
But
sure.
as
I
of right now,
I started window cleaning too. That's how I feel like so many guys start out.
mhm.
And what made you want to start a window clean business? Because it's not like growing up, when we're in high school or college, it's not like we're like, oh, bro, I want to be a window cleaner, right? Like, what made you want to
Yeah.
go this route?
I know I don't want to go to college. I know I always knew I have that hustle in me, and I was knocking doors for a garbage bin cleaning company, and this lady was like, "No, I don't want my garbage bins cleaned, but I'll pay you to do my windows." And she gave me what, $150. It took me a while, but I was really happy with the pay for what it was. And so me and my buddy just went to Home Depot like everybody does, $30 for a squeegee and Dawn dish soap, and we were just trying it out, and that kind of leads me to here.
And how long were you working with that other company, door knocking, until you quit that job to do your business like full time?
Hmm. How long did it take me
To quit
from
your that
that?
the door knocking job that you had to like do the
It was
win.
after, it was after like a week.
Oh wow.
We had a really good week, and so I just put it all in. I just barely graduated high school, so I'm still living at home right now, figuring everything out. But I figured I'm gonna put this, give my all into it.
Awesome, man. And so do you have a partner in this business or
I did. She's a full-time electrician now, so
okay.
it's just me right now. But yeah.
And and how was door knocking, right? Because I mean, that's something everyone talks about. And that's how I started too. Same thing, door knocking. Like, how was your result? And then what kind of marketing do you do now?
So I still love door knocking. I love talking to people rather than just texting and not knowing who I'm talking to. But how was it? It was great. I wish I could go back and not steal these other guys' jobs and just low bidding it, like you were saying with another guy's podcast I was listening to.
Yeah.
You can just go and lowball it and steal someone's quarterly, monthly customer with no contracts or anything. But it was great, and I think anybody can do it just with some drive. It's hard to get used to all those no's, but that's the best part about it, is just getting used to all that rejection.
Right. And do you still do door knocking now as far as like your marketing strategy?
I I haven't for the past month.
Okay.
If if I don't have a job booked, I like to go. I forgot what the word is, but I had a buddy tell me something about like the 5-5 rule, where Each
Yeah.
job you go to, go 5 out from each
Hmm.
way, especially in those neighborhoods that are no soliciting and they're super strict. If you're
Yeah.
already in there, then
Right. Yeah. And
yeah.
I was always scared too. Like when I you see those no solicitations, I'm like, well, I'm here already. Like, can I
Uh-huh.
get in trouble? And we just still do it. Like if I'm already there, man, I mean, they're my target customer.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. So I'll be honest. Maybe some people might not agree with this, but
Mhm.
I don't even look at no solution. Like maybe I should, but I think of every house as my customer. Of course, like we know big nice houses for sure customers compared to maybe small ones that they probably can't afford us or they just don't care about
Yeah.
taking care of their home. Um, so what kind of marketing do you do right now, and what has worked best for you?
I had reached out to a guy in northern Utah, and I had kept seeing he was doing 3, 4, 5 jobs a day, and I'm like, man, I couldn't think of one way how you're getting 3, 4, 5 jobs a day, and he's like the same age as me, 18, 19, and he sent me this number to a lead guy. His name's Johnny. It's been great. So basically, what he does is he got me another phone number. It's a good CRM system, I want to
Mhm.
say,
Yeah.
and it kind of tracks everything. And I got a new phone number as well because you saw my phone number is an LA number.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whenever they use it, they think it's just a telemarketer.
Right, right, right.
So Facebook ads is what I've been using right now, and all of Meta. It kind of
Yeah.
goes to all of. So that's worked really good. I'm I'm definitely open to explore any other type of marketing, even like radio, something on golf courses or something.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And so what's your because we do it all right, Facebook ads, Google ads. Do you know what your your lead cost is? So like every time you get a lead from Facebook, like how much does it cost you?
I I want to say, I don't know to be honest. I could check, but I don't have the answer to that.
Okay.
I
And
don't.
do you know how much you're spending a month on Facebook ads?
The max a day is 12, so
Oh,
it
and
would
yeah,
be,
that's small.
yeah.
Okay. And
But I definitely could spend more on it, but it's been good so far, so
oh
I'm
yeah.
happy with what only ten
And
bucks a day, or
yeah,
you know,
that and how many leads do you get from that?
I'd say I'd say 5 a week.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I
So
mean,
it could be a lot better.
right. Yeah. Because and I'm on your website and it's a nice website. I like your shirts, I like your style. Like, tell me about how'd you come up by your logo is really cool. I really like it. Like, how'd you
Thanks,
come
man.
up with your name and your logo? Because it's really unique. Squeegee Gorillas.
So I started off and I wanted it to be squeegee monkeys, and we were gonna make it something like go bananas for window cleaning or
Oh,
something
that's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
But that was taken from a guy in Colorado, and so I put my favorite color in front of it, which was purple squeegee monkeys, and that got denied. I don't know, for race racist reasons or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know how it could have gotten denied. So just did the next best thing, squeegee gorillas, and I really like the logo too. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So as because I assume so you do windows, you do solar panel cleaning.
Yeah.
And how often would you say you get jobs for solar panel? Because like for me in Charlotte, solar's like the West Coast is much bigger in solar. It's though I'd say
Hmm.
the West Coast is probably like 15 years ahead, like as far as solar. Because I'm from California, like solar, was has been big for a long time. Now, like being where I'm at, I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Like it now, it's getting traction. But do you get a lot of solar jobs, or is it just like here and there?
It's here and there. It's only been when I'm at the house and I see they have solar panels. I'm like, hey, I do solar panel cleaning as well. And but no, I haven't had anything directly asking for solar panel cleaning. But then again, I'm not really marketing it.
Okay, gotcha. And if and for a homeowner, let's say I have new solar panels, right? It's been about a year. Why should I get them clean? Because I think like education is huge, and like I try to, teach people like why they should do things. Like for you and your business, right? Like why should someone clean their solar panels? Like, does it help? Will it help them? I don't like if you could explain that.
From what I've seen, you could say that the rain cleans them, but there's tons of videos of people going up there with like a baby wipe and showing it's just full of black dust.
Yeah.
And so I want to say it can increase the efficiency of it 10 to 15%. It was somewhere around there. Maybe it was 5 to 15%.
Hmm.
And I say, if you don't believe it, it definitely wouldn't hurt to give it a try, a one shot. I mean, you're paying all this money to get them installed. Why not get them
Right.
cleaned?
And how many times should someone get solar panels clean?
I'd say 3, 4 times a year.
Okay. And for your window, right? Like for your pricing, how do you
Hmm.
set your pricing, right? Because everyone does it different. Do you do packages? Do you do like maintenance plans, or like how do you set it? Like here's one price for exterior, here's both.
So I'm in the middle of figuring that out. I don't have it all really set up perfectly. What I want to do is a just glass frames complimentary track wipe down like a lot of people do,
Mhm.
and a complete like track package. Use the vacuums inside, interior, exterior. I've been looking into just dusting off the blinds too. I have those prongs, but I haven't used them.
Yeah, I have them too. And I've never used them either.
I have like 4 of them, and I haven't even thought of using them, and they're literally in my truck. But it's not something you really think about. But yeah, somewhere I want to do like a just glass type of thing for maybe commercial, and then frame, sills, tracks, and then a complete track package where we're actually vacuuming everything out
Okay.
with the
And
screen.
okay. And because I know a couple companies, in southern Utah. I I know one specifically, they're pretty big where you're at. That I interviewed,
Yeah.
one of my first interviews. Um, why should someone hire you over your competition, you think?
Hmm. Good question. I I believe that I am very meticulous about every single piece of glass. I get made fun of by my customers, but you'll see me like looking down from every different
Mm,
angle, taking my
yeah.
sunglasses off till I'm on to the next one, even if it's just those small shower ones.
Yeah.
And also just customer experience, I believe big time in that. And I let every single customer know if there's any problems with the screens, if I see any type of hard water, if there's any type of damage, I go immediately to them and tell them. And yeah.
Oh, okay. Very nice. And how do you approach, let's say your client, right? Like you did the job a couple days ago, your client
Mhm.
calls you, hey, there's two windows, can you come back and fix that? Like, what is your policy on that?
I believe in doing more than you're paid for as an investment in my future. And obviously, anybody should go back, you're gonna want to keep the customer, even if it is 600 windows and two of them have a couple little spots. I was gonna go back to a job today. That's why I was a little bit late on the timing for you. I had a lady call me, but she said we can just do another day. But yeah, I believe if there's any spots, I mean, customers the boss, so
Right. And
just
yeah,
as long as you're be happy.
and that's what I always say too is like, everyone talks about, not having a boss, right? Like you're an entrepreneur, but we all have boss, like all of our clients are bosses, right? So it's like
Yes,
we
sir.
still, yeah, we still do. As because I see you use the water fed, and
Mhm.
what has been something about being in business that you didn't even think about until you became a business owner, like something you're like, wow, I didn't even realize.
Hmm. I would say, I'd say definitely a couple things. One would be referrals, how big, how fast things can spread around. And another thing would just be taxes and all that paperwork, write-offs and keeping track of all
Yeah,
that stuff. But most definitely would be referrals. Like if you could do a bad job, a lady could tell all of her neighbors. So that's not what we want to be doing.
right. No,
Hmm.
definitely. And I preach a lot about like mindset, and you got to have like that dog mentality. Like it's exactly what you said. It's a hustle. Like there's times when we're on top, and there's times when our schedule's full, and then I'm sure, like, there's times when things are slow. How do you overcome that mindset of just keep hustling, keep grinding when maybe you aren't getting the jobs and things are slow and you're like, man, I need to make money? Like, how do you overcome that barrier?
So for me, being it was a super rainy season. I want to say month or two ago, and that's where I really had to question myself. Am I all in or not? Am I gonna? I have no jobs booked for the next couple of days. What am I gonna do about it? Am I gonna just sit home and be sad about things I can't control, like the weather, or am I gonna do something about it? And so for me, I know that I'll push myself enough. I'll keep doing what I got to do to get what I want. And so, say it's raining and I don't have a job booked for the day, I could get 100 no's on the doors and I'll keep going. It's just the mentality of one more, one more, one more. And if you can just keep on persisting, you'll get what you want in life.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's exactly how I feel. So, winter's coming up, right? Which, for window cleaning, well, when it rains a lot, it's hard to get busy. Do you have any plans to like add maybe Christmas lights or gutter clean, like so you can maintain in the winter, or you just gonna stick with windows for a while? Like, what's your plan?
I'm gonna keep going full focused on getting more reoccurring window cleaning customers, but I also want to branch off into something like Christmas lights, gutters, maybe. I'd rather do Christmas lights, but yeah, I mean, I'm open to anything, but I want to keep doing windows as much as I can.
Yeah. And what kind of equipment do you have? You know, I do you have like the zero water fed pool?
It's a so I got two. There was this guy in town, and he was selling a quite a bit of water fed stuff. So it was an old Tucker 3-stage RODI with
Hmm.
two Tucker pulls, and they both broke like a week into it. So
Jeez.
I had to go buy a zero pull, and then I was blessed. I get two of the hose reels, the 380 hose
Hmm.
reels, And then he gave me a lot of different stuff, Mormon squeegees, all that good stuff, some gutter stuff. And
Mm.
yeah.
And what size ladders do you use? What do you bring with you?
So I used to bring my 20, I think it's a 25, 24 foot little giant.
Oh, okay.
Just barely got a stack ladder, and that's gonna help me a ton because I have a small truck. So if I can just get all those in there,
Dude, stacks are really nice.
I'm really happy. I got a good deal on them, and so it's gonna save a lot of space and a lot of worries with carrying my huge ladder into the customer's house.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. What is the next thing for you to scale? Like how, your business is, where it's at. How can you really get to the next level? Like what do you have to do?
I need to delegate. I've had some people reach out to me, and I've reached out to some old buddies from high school, and they're happy to help clean, knock, other things. But what's helped me a ton with delegating has been the Facebook ads, not knocking every day to get new customers and referrals too. If I can just keep doing a great job, then new customers will keep coming.
Yeah, no, definitely. And how many jobs do you usually do a week, or is it just very different every week? Like, do you stay pretty busy, or it just depends?
So since it is just me, I I aim for 3 a day. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it'll be two interiors, exteriors, and then I still got to hit the gym, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
But I aim for 3 a day. I I have had days where I've done four, but it's been little food and just down in caffeine to get me through the day. So that's where having some buddies help me out with cleaning, and then I'm gonna get the pay scale figured out to hire on and get some techs.
there you go. All right.
Yes.
And for you know was it hard for you to start this business? Because it is scary, and like, it is. I always say it is a lot easier when you just clock in, clock out of work. I'm not saying it's enjoyable, right? But every week or every 2 weeks you're getting that steady paycheck. It's like what have you always thought, just knew you're an entrepreneur? Where are your parents entrepreneurs? Like, where does this come from?
I did not do very good in school. I mean, I was just brainly quizleting all the answers, and I've never wanted to go to college. And I know I've always had that hustle deep down in me. My parents are not entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
They work. My dad works in the medical field, so
Hmm.
yeah, I'd say just knowing that I don't want to be sitting in a desk or doing any 9 to 5s for somebody else.
Gotcha. Is your goal to grow really big, right? Because there's always two approaches, like scale as quick as fast as possible with many trucks as possible, or would you rather stay lean and just kind of focus on getting as many jobs being lean? Like what do you think your long-term plan is?
That's what I don't know yet. I know that I'm going to aim to the sky, so I want to build this as big as I can get it. And I could do a better job at keeping track of all my expenses and stuff, which that's something I'm going to start being more sharp on. But yeah, if I can scale it out and sell it one day, that would be awesome. Or if I can keep it keep it growing. Either way, I don't know yet. So
Right.
that's where I'm at.
Are you using a CRM right now?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you definitely need to do that. I mean, Marquette definitely changed my life, you know. And I can get discounts, you know, for people. So if, yeah, let me know. And it's, you know, because when I started, I was doing just like Excel spreadsheets, and like it's hard to maintain everything, right? Like it's so once you start using a CRM, it's professional, the clients love it, and it'll make your, you know, the more that as time goes on, the more clients you get, you want to just stay organized, and that will. And then the cool thing is you can put all your expenses in there. And like for me, you know, I have an accountant, so I'll just shoot them a report and they take care of all the taxes and whatnot.
That sounds nice. Yeah, you got to send me that over.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of last question, you know, and I appreciate your time, you know, for,
Appreciate.
yeah, for someone, you know, either wanting to be an entrepreneur in, you know, the home service business, or, you know, right now maybe they're in it and they're just struggling to find leads, right? Because as you know, lead generation is everything. What kind
Yeah.
of golden nuggets, any tips or tricks just kind of help motivate whoever's watching? Is like, you know, and they see you like, oh man, this guy could do it. Like anything you could tell the people.
I think I think your circle is huge, and that's something I've been in the process of. My friend group hasn't been the best, and so I've had to slowly get myself away from that. And whatever you can do, whether it's getting the right podcast in your head, you need to have the right people and mindsets around you, or else it's really not going to be that easy to just be that one guy with a group of four bums that got huge goals, you know. So I'd say mindset along with your group, your circle, your environment.
Okay, no, definitely, man. That makes sense. And any and this is your platform. Anything you want to say? I mean, you know, and besides, if anyone needs window cleaning, solar panel cleaning in southern Utah, you know, make sure they hit you up. And I'll put in the bio, you know, I'll put your information and stuff. But anything you want to say, or you know, the floor is yours.
Just shoot me a call, 310-562-1907, or just go to the Instagram. It's just Squeegee Gorillas. You can look it up on Google, Instagram, Facebook. And yeah, let's get some clean glass, man. I really appreciate what you're doing. Podcasts are great, man. It's awesome what you're doing. I've tuned into like four or five of them, and
Oh yeah,
I really.
yeah, I appreciate, to be honest, like I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. You know, and like I'm gonna get better at editing and things like that. Like I'm, you know, I'm still, when it comes to like podcasts, I'm new to that, you know. But yeah, I just, because I talk
Mhm.
to a lot of, and it's kind of like what you said, like having a strong circle is so important. And I talk to a bunch of successful people, from window cleaners, pressure washers, gutter cleaners, you know, air duct cleaners, you know, landscape lighting. It's just, you know, and I just started doing this. And it's been really
Yeah.
cool. I I gotta actually create like an actual podcast, you know.
Mm,
That will be the next thing. But but yeah, man, no, I appreciate your time, and you know, you keep crushing it. It's cool, you know, when I saw your Instagram, I'm like, man, this guy's a nice page. And your your names just honestly stood out to me. So yeah, man, Pierce, keep at it, you know, keep doing your thing, and you know, reach out anytime.
yeah, I'll have to hit you up for the CRM and
Oh yeah,
keep
I'll
killing.
send that.
Sounds great. Well, I really appreciate you, Daniel.
All right, man, well, you have a good night.
You too.
All right.